Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the documents that companies hope you won't read. Today we're cracking open Uranium Energy Corp's latest report, a report that's surprisingly radioactive with information. But don't worry, we'll handle it with tongs. This report is from March 2025 and it gives us a snapshot of how the company was doing. Let's jump straight into the good stuff, what Uranium Energy Corp has been up to. First off, they've hit a big step processing, drying, and putting uranium concentrates into drums. This is like baking a cake. You have all the ingredients, now you need to get it ready to sell. This is happening at their Irigaray plant and Christensen Ranch mine. They're also building new areas at the Christensen Ranch mine, which should be up and running soon. This is all part of increasing production at the mine. Here's a big move. Uranium Energy Corp bought Rio Tinto's Sweetwater plant. This deal adds a lot of capacity to produce uranium and also gives them a huge amount of resources in the ground. It's like buying a bakery that already has ovens and a ton of flour. They're also working hard on the Burke Hollow mine in Texas. This includes building the plant that will process the uranium, which they expect to operate on schedule. They finished an economic study for the Rough Rider project and the results are impressive. Now let's talk about money. The company made almost $50 million in revenue selling uranium. They sold 600,000 pounds of it at about $83 per pound. That's like selling a lot of expensive cupcakes. They even made a profit of over $18 million. They've got a lot of uranium in storage, which they say is worth almost $100 million. Also, they are buying more uranium next year at a price of about $37 per pound. Uranium Energy Corp says it's a great deal, especially with all the uncertainty in the world. They also have a lot of cash on hand and no debt. That means they are in a good position to grow their business. Think of this as having money in the bank and not owing anyone any money. The company is moving quickly with building new infrastructure and equipment. The Sweetwater acquisition significantly enhances and accelerates UEC's production capabilities. They acquired about 175 million pounds of resources. The Rough Rider project alone will bring in close to $1 billion. Their production costs are quite low, which is really good. The acquisition of Rio Tinto's Wyoming assets will cost the company $175 million, $5 million. Okay, so what does all this mean? Uranium Energy Corp is growing. They are producing uranium, buying other companies, and building new mines. They also have a lot of cash, which is always a good thing. Amir Adnani, the CEO, seems very happy with how things are going. He says that the company's financial strength is key to its growth. He also points out that they are not locked into any long-term contracts to sell their uranium. This means they can sell it for a higher price if the market goes up. The CEO calls the purchase of the Rough Rider project from Rio Tinto a highly accretive move. They're working on expanding their production at the Christensen Ranch mine. Construction is going at full speed in Burke Hollow. The company received the authorization to operate wells for uranium extraction at the Burke Hollow project. UEC acquired Rio Tinto's Wyoming assets for around $105 million. The Rough Rider project is in a good location next to all sorts of useful infrastructure. So what's my take on Uranium Energy Corp? Well, they're definitely in a hot industry right now. Uranium prices have been going up and they're one of the biggest players in the US market. They seem to be making smart moves, like buying the Sweetwater plant and expanding their production capacity. Having a lot of cash and no debt also gives them a big advantage. But of course there are risks. The price of uranium could go down, which would hurt their profits. They also have to deal with regulations and environmental concerns, which can be costly. And building new mines is always a challenge. Overall though, Uranium Energy Corp seems to be in a strong position. They're growing, they're profitable, and they have a good strategy. It'll be interesting to see how they do in the next few years. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Until next time, keep decoding.